Now let's talk about the income statement template. So we're going to go back to Neat here. Again, we're going to come to neat.com and scroll all the way to the bottom where you can find the free income statement template. When you click on that, you're going to be brought to the income statement page where you'll be asked to enter your email address in order to access this free income statement. Again, this is similar to the invoicing template. All the steps for using this income statement are already on the page, so you don't have to watch this video, but I may share tips that are not included on here. So I'm going to click submit and download this. When I do that, I can go ahead and I can download the income statement template. I am going to import this into my Google account, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Just give me one moment. So here we have the Neat income statement template. This is how it comes right after you download it. So again, just like the invoicing template, bare bones, it's got all the places for you to fill in your logo, your company name, the date, and then you can go in and you can fill in all of these details about your expenses and about your sales. You can change the year. So, maybe I update this to 2025 and I can update this to 2024. And then what I would do is I would go through all of my numbers, all of my financial records and determine what my sales revenue is, how much I've spent on advertising and rent, office supplies, and all the expenses that I need to run my business. And then Neat will calculate or not Neat, but this income statement will calculate for you a net profit, kind of similar to a profit and loss sheet. If you see expenses that are on here that aren't important to you, you can simply choose to delete those particular rows. Or if you see, if you see that an expense is missing, you can add a row also and add expenses to this as well. So this is customizable that way. And you can even add another column for a whole other year. Say, for example, you add a column to the left, you can now, fill in 2026 data once 2026 rolls around. So all of this is customizable here. So again, this is a pretty bare bones one. I'm going to show you Wonderland Catering's version of their income statement and what you can kind of do with the income statement. So give me 1 second while I find that and share that with you. So here is the Wonderland Catering's income statement. You can see they added their logo, all of their business information, and they went in and they filled in all of the details about their 2024 and 2025 profit and loss details. And we can see here, we can compare their 2025 to 2024 numbers. And, you might need this for, you could print a copy of this for your investors, or maybe you need it in aiding you in making budgeting decisions or forecasting decisions and things like that. But you can always come to here and and compare, your profit and loss year over year. Now, just like Neat offers an invoicing feature, Neat does also offer a feature that allows you to see a profit and loss statement within the Neat application itself. So let me show you what that looks like. So in order to access this, again, you need to have a Neat plus Automated Insights plan, because in order to access the profit and loss statement, you need to be using the accounts and transaction features in Neat. Accounts and transactions features allow you to actually connect your financial institutions directly to Neat for transaction streaming. So you can actually connect your bank accounts, your credit card accounts, and things like that to Neat and have all of the transactions that are coming through those financial platforms directly into Neat. So you can see all your transactions for all of your different connected accounts in one space. But the most important thing is that your transactional data drives your profit and loss sheet and your balance sheets. So if I click over to my reports and I click on my profit and loss statement, here I am seeing, similarly, what the free income statement template provides, just in a different way. So I can, again, this is transactional information. This is not data coming from my file cabinet. This is data coming from my streamed transactions. But I can choose a date range here. I can choose to see a summary of my profit and loss, just a high level overview of what my income, my cost of goods sold, and my operating expenses have been this year with a total net profit at the bottom. Or I can do I could switch over to a detailed view of this and I can see specifically which expense categories are driving these operating expenses and my sales and things like that. Another thing that you'll notice is that you can drive into these totals. So we can see that, 160K came through sales this year so far. If I click on this number that is highlighted that is a link, it's going to take me to all of the transactions that are contributing to that $160,000 number. So I can see all of the different transactions that are contributing to that number here. So that's really nice because if the numbers seem a bit off, you can click in and drill down into those transactions to find out what might be wrong. And lastly, you can also export this as well. So you can export your profit and loss statement as a PDF, or you can send it to a CSV file, or you can email it out directly to your investors or a colleague who needs to see details about your company's profit and loss. So that is, what our profit and loss statement looks like. Again, you can use the free income statement template, which is a much more manual process, but still accomplishes the same thing. Or with our Neat Plus Automated Insights plan, you can connect your accounts and transactions to Neat and then have all of this stuff generate automatically. One key thing you'll notice is that this required no data entry on my part at all. Not even the transactions did I enter because these all streamed in automatically for me. I didn't have to make any changes to them. And in fact, through our vendor and category mapping, I didn't even need to categorize these transactions. Neat categorized them for me based off of my category mappings. So this profit and loss sheet was generated that quickly just by having my accounts and transactions connected to Neat.